Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. I'm Legend Ronnie and today we have another video for the Crystal Tech. On this account I have spent $240 or approximately 240, and I want to show you how far I managed to get in the Crystal Tech. As you can see, I still have a lot of crystal to spend and I still haven't completed the Crystal Quest. Now the reason being is because I can purchase after a day the remaining levels, and our pass 7 is going to open tomorrow morning, basically in a couple of hours from now. But I have done a video regarding the Crystal Tech where I spent only $20, so I'm going to make sure to post a card on the top if you want to see with smaller investments how far you can get on the Crystal Tech. But this time is with all the pop-ups. That's what includes the $240, all the pop-ups, the Crystal Quest, the premium supply, which you can get it from over here is the premium supply. This is a $5 bundle, and then when it comes the Mountain Warfare from the super value bundles, I bought that up to silver, including the silver. Now if you're wondering why did I bought the Mountain Warfare up to the silver including, is because of the bounty of the ancients. As you know, when you get right in the KVK, you have a bundle where all it have to do is purchase gems or any kind of bundles that give gems. That bounty of the ancients, I managed to complete it with just the silver chest from the Mountain Warfare, and obviously a couple of little other small purchases that you have to do anyway. And that is another $1 million plus in crystal, plus 6 or 8 legendary materials and about 10 gold heads and a plethora of speed up. So it's a really good value if you're spending into the game to save up until your KVK starts and get some of the crystal bundles or get bundles then, because that bounty of the ancients, it is a really great value if you're purchasing in the game to complete it up to the 25,000 gem mark. When I was mentioning the pop-ups, it is the pop-ups when you upgrade the buildings or when you upgrade some of the tech. When you get all your buildings to 25, there's quite a plethora of pop-ups that show up. So those are the pop-ups that I'm talking about. If I'm correct, I mentioned that I spent 240. I believe that all the pop-ups is around 120. I haven't really put it on the paper exactly how much each and every one cost. I just want to make sure that I'm covering the amount. And then you have 85 up to the silver, right? So that will bring you to around 205. And then you have the Crystal Quest and the premium. That's another 20. So that's around 225, give or take. I want to make sure that I'm reaching the amount. So I made like a 240, the sum of all. Before I'm going to go ahead and show you the Crystal Tech, there is a couple more things that I need to explain, which I won't be able to show in this video. That is purchasing the Crystal Quest. It needs another day, as I already show you that, and I won't be able to do that only tomorrow. From the total crystal spend, this is another 3.8 or 4 million crystals that I won't be able to spend on this video. It will be tomorrow. As I mentioned, it's going to open in couple of hours, about 10 hours from now. So obviously the fighting will start when that is going to happen. So make sure you tune in on the live stream if you want to see the exact Crystal Tech that I will have, and if you want to see some tier 45 in action as well. And if you want to know how much it costs to purchase the levels, I'll make sure to post the card on the top where I spend the $20 for the Crystal Tech on another account in another KVK, and that's where I also purchase the levels. It's highly worth it. It's about 650 gems per level. So that's another 9,000, 10,000 gems you spend, but you get close to 4 million crystals. So I think it's highly worth it to do that before the passive one opens, because that's when you need the most Crystal Tech, especially in Heroic Anthem. Right now, I don't need to open this chest. So let's see what do I get in them. I know it's not a lot of crystals, there's 20,000 crystals, but there is a decent amount of action points and some other stuff. So we have these ones as well. So that's like 50k crystals, and if I'm correct, the other ones will give me another 50k crystal. But there is a nice amount of action points, some VIP speed ups and other stuff. Now let's see how much I get in this one. So there you go, around 100k crystals. Not a big chunk of crystals, but nice amount of action points. So altogether that's about 6+ k in action points. That's pretty good, and a lot of VIP. Let's go ahead and let's use this VIP. I'm getting closer and closer to VIP 17, 1,036,000, but I'm getting there. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend this 6.8 million crystals that I have left, and then I'm gonna show you the crystal tech and what is my plan to do with the other 4 million crystals. Oof, completing Siege. That's not exactly my cup of tea, to be honest, but it is what it is. Right, so let me show you the crystal tech real quick, going from the start. This is with the 240 spent. So I got the attack formation 7 out of 10. I could pop some more attack on all my marchers, which would definitely help, but I'm not going to do that. I have another goal. All this is complete, and you're probably wondering why I didn't do the last skillful operation to reduce the crystal. I have noticed that it's really a very small amount of crystals that I would reduce, and I really didn't find it worth it for that 1% of crystals to spend on these two. So this is 300 and the other one is another 3,400, and then the skillful operation is another 3,400. So that's a million crystal over here to reduce by 1%, which will not justify the amount reduced. So now with the 2.5 million crystals left, my plan is to finish the march speed and start working on the marching order, because I know I can do call to arms one more time, and after that it will require the marching order. So tomorrow I'm going to get another 4 million crystals, and my plan with those 4 million crystals and with these ones is to get my army capacity, the call to arms, to get it as high as possible. Now, probably thinking, why not get the improved morale, the special medicine? If I would have used T5s, I would have 100% finished the special medicine. But the reason I'm not finishing the special medicine or go for the 6th march, that is because I'm using a lot of tier 4 troops. So I'm doing like 70% tier 4 with some tier 5 is what I've done in some of my other videos. So that is the whole purpose, to use a lot of tier 4 troops, but I would prefer to have more capacity rather than more damage, because the more troops you have, the better it is, rather than getting a couple more percentage if damage. Maybe I'll get another 1 or 2 into improve morale, but my focus is call to arms too. It's 1.2 million, another 4% march speed. March speed is also very useful. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do this call to arms too, because obviously this is my goal, is increasing the march speed capacity. And let me speed this one up. Not gonna wait for the helps. Obviously you should definitely wait for the helps. Try to save as many speed ups as possible. So if I want to do the next one, it's requiring marching order. So I already knew that is going to require the marching order. So now with a million left, I can do some marching order and then wait tomorrow to get the crystals and finish the march speed, marching order, and do as much as possible on the call to arms. So with the 4 million tomorrow, I got 1.2 million to spend on march speed. Then I got another 700, so that's going to bring me to almost 2 million. And it's probably going to be another 1.2 million on marching order. So that's around 3.2 million. So I'll probably get another 2 more levels on call to arms, considering that I have to do the Bastion quest. I have the crystal mine generating until tomorrow, and I still have 530,000 crystal. It's gonna be pretty tight, but I believe that 2 more levels on the troops capacity will be possible. And from 14%, that will bring me to 22. So there's another 8% troops capacity that I will get. And I will definitely take that over some improved morale or maybe another special medicine or 2. I'd rather have more troops that try to reduce more hospital capacity. But if I would have used T5, like I said, like full T5, I would have definitely focused on getting the healing cost down. So I would definitely done the special medicine 1, and I would have definitely done the special medicine 2. Get these 2 as high as possible, because T5s are very expensive and you want to reduce those costs as much as possible. But for T4, I already tested and I'm happy with the cost on the T4, so I prefer more troops capacity. Now, as I said, this is with $240 spent. So if you would have buy a full mountain warfare, this could almost tell you already that you would have been close to max tech. So how far I was able to get with this, and I'll get tomorrow another 4 million crystals, And if you would have bought the gold chest, which is another 5 million crystals, so with 9 million crystals, you would have been able to probably finish the improved morale by pass 7 if you only care about 5 marchers. And if you want the 7 marchers, then is another full mountain warfare. So all the pop-ups to full mountain warfare and everything else I said in this video, and you would have 7 marchers with max tech. Now, from my perspective, I think that is quite alright now for the crystal tech, because if you buy 2 full mountain warfare and the pop-ups, that's $510 altogether. If you buy 1 mountain warfare and a pop-up, so that's about 330 or something like that, or 320, give or take, which I think is still very good to get almost everything max, compared to before, where you had to spend 1,000 or 1,100 to get the tech very good for the pass 7, or 1,600 to get it done as fast as possible. This is a life quality change, is definitely a high improvement on the crystal tech. And going on my individual achievements, I have spent 87 million crystals, and tomorrow I'll get another 4 million crystal plus what I will have, so another 5 million spent, so I'll be close to 100 million crystal spent as well, which means that next time I go back in KVK, I'll have all this crystal chest, so I'll get the same start on the next KVK, which definitely will help you out to have that bump start when you go on the next KVK. Now regarding honor, if you're wondering how many barbs or if I spend any action points, I did spend action points, so about 40,000 action points I spent to get about 25k 30k honor, give or take, approximately, because I want to get back on honor. You need for the individual Crusader achievements to reach 120k, so I went up to 85k, from 50 and something to 85k, so that's about 30,000 honor. I'm not sure how much action points is that. I just want to make sure I put everything in the video regarding action points spent as well, because barbarians do give crystals. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. This is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Peace out, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.